Second live stream. It's only taken me a year to get round to it. So today we're going to be ranking all the Elden Ring bosses, including the DLC, by their smashability. For those of you who are a little bit innocent, that basically means how much alcohol do I need to consume in order to get my freak on with these bosses. So I'm just going to explain the rankings here. I feel like they're pretty self-explanatory, but I'll do it anyway. So we've obviously got sober, no alcohol required, 1 pint, 3 pints, 5 pints, then we're going to move on to shots, and then we've got spiked, as in spiked, I mean I would have to spike my own drink in order to, do the naughty. So first off, we have the Ancestor Spirit, so it's not exactly a strong start here, because, got a little bit bestiality going on straight up with the Ancestor Spirit, and I feel like it's a little bit scary, because it sucks the life out of you, doesn't it? That's what it does in the boss fight, with the little spiritual things, that are in the arena. Is it worth risking a deadly sucking in order to to get my freak on? I feel like I could do it in 5 pints. That would be enough to nullify my conscience. I feel like there's like a cosmic element to it as well, Like there's that magical side, like it's not just a deer in the woods, which would be a very dodgy scenario for me to be in. And we're not having much luck either with Astel up next. Those pincers are not inviting for I'll say small appendages, yeah, if you know what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of euphemisms today. I don't feel like there's enough in the world that could convince me to get it on with Astel. I'd have to spike my own drink. I'd have to be totally on another planet, literally, to get on with this cosmic horror. Like he's not really got much going for him, has he? Like it's staring into a skull, Like that's not really going to be doing it for me. And I feel like Dancing Lion's a interesting one, because you're getting 2 for the price of 1 here, aren't you? Because the 2 guys in the suit. The question is I'm going to say the costume stays on, okay? I feel like you could get a little bit of, bit of interesting foreplay going on with the 3 elements the Dancing Lion has, especially the cold, the electricity. It could get a bit spicy going on there, couldn't it? I think 3 pints. 3 pints would all it would be, They're a bit eccentric, in their costume. They've got a good vibe going on. I feel like I could even bump it up, It could even be 1 pint, but I don't want to. I don't want to sell it too easy. Do you know what I mean? Who is that I've put next to Bale? I want to say that's Dragonkin Soldier. Yeah, he's kind of boring, isn't he? Like, there's not really much going on with the Dragonkin Soldier. I know there's like a blue. Is there one blue lightning variant? Isn't there? It's in the Liurnia of the Lakes area, and you go off to the right-hand side of the map, and you go underground, don't you? There's that one there. He's kind of cool, but the rest of them are just like a pain in the ass. And I feel like that would translate into a date scenario. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's he going to talk about? He'd be like, yeah, I turned into a dragon and it freaking sucks, I feel like it would have to be shots. I'd have to be seriously knocking him back, to just get it over with. Like, I don't think it's quite as bad, like, horrific, that I would have to be spiked and just forget the entire scenario. See, now, Elden Beast is a tricky one, because I feel like Radagon is caked up. Yeah, he is caked up big time. Like, have you seen the cake on Radagon? Hang on. This is gonna ruin my search history. It's when it comes up and I've already searched it before. If I just put caked up. Bro, we're not gonna see it. I need to see the backside. Radagon. Ass. Okay, you can. Oh, there you go. Bang. Okay, that's not good. Get that off the screen. That's gonna get me freaking taken down. You can kind of see it here. Let's just get off that page. let's not look at that. Anyway, Radagon, caked up, yeah? Caked up big time. Just pretend you didn't see that, guys. Oh, dear. Right, caked up. Elden Beast, kind of thick. It's kind of thick, and that head is looking pretty phallic, okay? And I feel like, yeah, Elden Beast, like he's a beast. He's like a cosmic entity. Yeah. Let's see the eye emojis in the chat. Oh dear. 4 in, and I'm already over the edge. I'm doing this is not a good idea. Okay, Elden Beast. He's got it, like he's cosmic entities. Like obviously it's not humanoid, but I feel like he's not disgusting to look at. Do you know what I mean? Like he is an Astel, you know, and I feel like it's worth it just for Radagon. I'm not gonna lie. Like I know Godfrey and Marika are an item, yeah. But are you telling me, are you gonna seriously tell me that Godfrey would not get Marika to change into Radagon every once in a while? You telling me he doesn't want some of that redhead action? I don't believe it. I don't care. I'm going in 1 pint for Radagon Elden Beast. You're getting 2 for the price of 1. I don't care. Judge me all you want. Who's up next? Good old Elimer Fudd. He's kind of scary though, isn't he? He is, in the lore, he is a serial killer of the merchants, the bell-bearing hunter. He is the bell-bearing hunter, obviously. He's like Michael Myers. He's like the Michael Myers of Elden Ring. He's given like Dharma vibes, you know, across the table if I'm sat with him. He's like I said originally. I said the spike tier is in. I would have to spike my drink to do it, but I think he's getting in there first. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there needs to be another tier, which is like I'm asking for Angela. Do you know what I mean? If I'm sat with Elinor the Briar, he's scary. He's a freak, and not in a good way. Not even in a Diddy way. He is after the Diddy tier. Yeah, I'm gonna add that in right now. Dear. Yeah, Ellen was in the Diddy tier, big time, absolutely big time. Get him away from me, okay? I'm gonna go for Putrescent Knight. Here we go. Putrescent Knight. I'm not too sure what the lore is on him. I know he's just supposed to be a collection of corpse juice, isn't he, or something? And Saint Trina's fashioned into her champion. I mean, considering it is a horse, a dead horse, and a skeleton. Yeah, I feel like not good. Like I don't know what else I'm supposed to say about him. Like it'd be a bit dodgy, wouldn't it? Like I don't really want to say that word that involves dead bodies. Oh dear, this is gonna be clipped, isn't it? Okay, bang. Let's chuck him on the spiked tier because I ain't going near that. Fire giant. I mean, he's not much of a looker, is he? Even by giant standards. He's got that sort of like washed up look to it. Like, can you just imagine the smell on his freaking fire giant stick? Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, not good. Because he's got the hair as well. Like his body hair is like his clothing, isn't it? Like his skirt or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like see, like this is obviously part of him. So then his dingle is underneath that, and he's just wandering around the mountaintops, right? Like I don't see, there's no bodies of water around the mountaintops with the giants, obviously, and there's nothing more unattractive than you're getting a waft of that fire giant schmegma. Yeah, not good, not appetizing. Okay, I feel like he's not that bad that I'd have to spike my drink. I'm not being funny. If I was gonna be realistic. If I was realistic here, because I'm just down bad, yeah, they'd all be on sober tier, it doesn't matter. I feel like I'd rather take my chances with the Dragonkin Soldier, but there's not much in it, I'll be honest. Fire Giant's a bit of a screamer as well, isn't he, when he's getting his legs snapped off. He's like, ugh. He's got that eye as well, staring back at you. That's the last thing you're going to want. Who else have we got? Is that, I want to say that's Lich Dragon, 40 sacks. He's like death blighted, isn't he, inside of Godwin's dream? So he's basically like a walking STD. The last thing I want is to get death blighted. Okay, like you've seen that? It's just, that looks painful, and I feel like getting death blighted downstairs extra painful. Did I put the deer at middle tier? It's 5 pints, okay. Oh, what am I doing in my life? Justifying. I put the deer there. I mean, now I'm looking at now you said it, and I'm like trying to justify it out loud. There's no good way around this. Okay. I can't move it now. I'm stick by my guns, bro. I've got to freaking leave it there. Because the rest of the bosses in comparison, I can see middle tier. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In the context of, like, everything else. Not too bad, okay? Yeah, the ancient dragons, because they're supposed to be able to turn into humans, aren't they? That's what this one is here. I've put, is it, not Senesax. Senesax is the silly one in the water, isn't it? Lanasax, whatever her name is. The one that's got the law with Vike. I'll get to her in a minute. I thought it'd be funny to put her on there. But yeah, Fortasax. Fortasax, if he wasn't riddled with disease, probably wouldn't be doing too badly in the scheme of things, but it's gonna be stinging after I go to the toilet, so it'd have to be shots at least, you know. Oh dear, I'm just ruining any reputation I have right now. Right, Commander Gaius. The thing with Commander Gaius is the pig, right? Is the pig also going to be present during any bedroom activities? Because I have a theory, okay, you heard it here first. Gaius and that pig. There's something going on there, okay? There's something going on there. What else? What is Gaius? I want to say Gaius is a albinoric or whatever, isn't he? Does that... Yes, he would have to bring the pig, because the pig is like equivalent of his like wheelchair, right? I could dig myself into a hole here. Right, look, it's not because he doesn't have the legs or anything, okay? And I do not discriminate. The deer, yeah, like we say, I mean, Elden Beast is 1 pint, okay? Limbs are not a deciding factor here, okay? But I feel like, yeah, Gaius and that pig, something freaky's going on there. Right, so if the deer's 5 pints, a deer's a majestic animal, okay? That sounds even weirder. The deer, I need to stop talking about the deer, man. Right, Gaius and the pig, Gaius and the pig. I feel like I could do 5 pints if the pig was not there. If there was no pig. Because he's just dude, isn't he, in the suit. Godfrey's just cool dude, though, isn't he? I think, right? Because with Godfrey, you're getting like a 2 for 1, aren't you? So, like, he'd take you out for dinner, and when he's in his Godfrey phase, I feel like he'd wine and dine you, you know, he'd pay for dinner, walk you home, he'd come in, and then Horaloo comes out in the bedroom, and he's like slam dunking you into the he's freaky, he's getting some freaky stuff going on. He's throwing you into the bed, you know, and he's folding me up like a pretzel. God. Like, I feel like he's handsome man, you know. Like, I don't bat that way, but he's a handsome man, yeah. Like, there's no denying. He's the strongest in all the land. Yeah, and you'd be protected, exactly. Like, nobody would mess with you. I would put Godfrey up against anybody. Except maybe, like, Malekith. Yeah, and I think he could win. He could win. He, like, just for sheer willpower. He is, like, the indomitable human spirit. Yeah. I feel like I'd maybe need 1 pint to just calm myself down a bit, you know, my nerves, you know. Like, he's hulking man. Would he get it before I feel like Radagon's... I feel like Radagon's a sexier Elden Lord than Godfrey. But there's something about Godfrey, you know. He's like a silver fox, man. Like, he's just... Look at him. Oiled up. Godfrey oiled up 4K. Alright. I feel like I need to come back to Bale. Like, I'm skirting around him. Curse you, Bale. It's not the fact that he's a dragon. I feel like he's just got the anger issues, you know. Is it not that you ambushed him? Like, if he does that to his lord, what's he going to do to me? You know? Give me courtesy enough. When he's made dinner, done all the tidying. Marika comes home. Waxes frickin' Johnson out. Does the scream. Oh dear. The thing is, okay, right. New scenario. I could take Bale on in the bedroom. Obviously, it goes without saying. Do I have Egon there to tag team? Because I feel like that would bump him up a few and make it less scary. I think I could do Bale 5 pints. I after the pig as well. I don't like the pig. I've got my boy Godric the Grafted. Ugh. Ignoring the fact he's just completely hideous, he's got a lot of hands going on. That needs to be taken into account. Isn't he something as well that he's like he had to kiss like Melania's feet? Like, I don't know how that factors into this, but it's kind of wild. He's kind of pathetic though, isn't he? I know he is like just a weasel. That alone, ignoring the hideous amalgamation of flesh, yeah, the fact alone that he's just really pathetic would be a turn off, wouldn't it? Screaming bear witness in my ear, yeah, at the point of climax. Yeah, the grip would be immense though on some of those hands, especially the troll hand. He'd be one of those guys. He's like James Franco. Hear me out here. So he's like, 'cause James Franco had that thing, didn't he? Where he's like, "Oh, I'm James Franco. You have to get with me." He'd be like, "I'm Godric the Grafted, part of the Golden Lineage. You have to let me hit, yeah." But in reality, he's like bottom of the food chain, isn't he? I think Godric would have to be shot, but he's not quite as bad as Dragonkin. Dragonkin soldier, can I please stop fighting me? Okay, we got Fat Boy and Slim over here. They're kind of scary though, aren't they, as well? Like, walking around in human flesh. Turning up sharply dressed for your date. In the skins of your enemies. In the skins of the gods. That Gucci godskin belt. And they're both just hideous though, aren't they? Unmasked. They're like a what is it? Is it polyamorous? A couple that dates outside of the couple. I don't know whether to put them in the Diddy tier, you know. They're gonna skin me. Am I gonna wake up in the bath with my kidneys gone? I need to refresh my god. Well, I'm not a god though, so would they skin me still? Smooth skins, glow my queen. I mean, at least the skin's smooth. I feel like they got mummy issues as well. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. I'm like looking for something that's gonna make it less weird, you know. I think they got to go in the Diddy tier. Not as bad as Elima. Elima is like Michael Myers outside my window. It's like, do you want to feel my godskin swaddling cloth? Like, no. What even is Leonine Misbegotten? Is it like a cat? Oh, yeah, he's like a lion, isn't it? I ain't a furry, I swear. I mean, by Elden Ring by the standards we have here, probably not that bad. He's pretty. I feel like he's okay. He's kind of chill. Probably like the same as the Dancing Lion, maybe like 3 points. Like I can't think of outside of him just being like a beast, a foul beast. I can't think of any negatives for Leonine Misbegotten. Like I feel like I could do 3 points. I like a drink, maybe 2 pints, but I like a drink, so it turns into 3 pints. uh, Cringing so hard. Okay, is that Loretta? I'm gonna say this now. The carrion baddies, mate, are gonna be carrying, pun intended, carrying the tier list. They're like just undefeated. I mean, Loretta doesn't even talk or anything. The only thing I think, she's got horse. Okay, so if I say horse girl, if you're from the UK, you've probably heard that phrase before. If you haven't, it's like a girl that's just obsessed with the horse. Pretty self-explanatory, you know. It's like it's all they talk about. It's like you'd be talking about something else, and they'd be like, "Oh, I was feeding freaking Daisy the horse at the stables the other day," and it's like, mate, shut up. But I think I could do it sober, no question. Is the horse there though? Okay, hang on. I mean, Gaius has the horse, the pig, back on the pig again. Because he's albinoric, he can't. That is like his equivalent of a wheelchair, right? I think there's like speculation that Loretta is one, but no, not confirmed. She does have legs still. You can see her legs. Her legs haven't disappeared. So I'm gonna say no horse. Sober. It's completely normal. Bang. Easy. Melania. Hey, I feel like this is the one. This is the one people be waiting for, right? I feel like she's the poster girl for Elden Ring. Like gooning, isn't she? You know what I mean? But again, I like Forsax. She's basically the Scarlet Rot makes her walking STI. Yeah, that's gonna bring it down, man. The Rotusi is probably not for me. Like I say, if I'm peeing, it stings while I'm peeing. But also, it's Melania, so. But we've got Leonine and Radagon Elden Beast pretty high. I feel like I could do 3 pints. 3 pints. Easy. Not the Rotusi. I feel like I might be being harsh on Melania here. I mean, hang on. Okay. I should not say what I'm gonna say in my head right now. If I bagged it up, yeah. If I had Flame Cleanse me. Here we go. Law accurate reasoning here. If I had Flame Cleanse me, it wouldn't be an issue, would it? I could bang, and that's the only barrier stopping me from putting it higher right now. Maybe the Amnesia, if she forgets who I am and she starts swinging at me. It's a risk. It's a risk I will take. Okay, I'm gonna come prepped. I'm gonna come prepped. And I'm sober, bro. Let's go. We're in 2024. There's medication for these things, okay? Shut up. Shut up. Okay, Malekith, the Black Blade. Again, not into the furry shit, but he's got a cool vibe going on. He's got that goth vibe. He's got that emo thing with the Garank disguise, and then he gets his freaking bondage gear on when he goes into phase 2. But he's got that hunger, isn't he? He's going to be like trying to eat me, and not in a good way. As long as he doesn't ooze any destined death onto my freaking skin, yeah. not good. Too many euphemisms. I'm just thinking about it far too deeply. We don't mess around here. This isn't games. I ain't playing no games. I feel like Malekith I could do 3 pints. If I've got Dancing Lion, I don't like how all of the furry types are in 3 pints. Maybe I am a furry. deep down, repressed. He'd have to go at the top though, because he is kind of cool. He's got the goth vibe. I dig the goth vibe, bro. Talking about goth emo vibes, Mesmer. Mesmer reminds me. He's just got that like dying Victorian child vibe. Like I imagine like all the girls that play Elden Ring love Mesmer. Like I'm making a judgment here, but he's got that like Timothy Chalamet vibe about him. And he's got mummy issues as well. Like come on. But for me, I mean, yeah, he's kind of chill. He's got those snakes. What do those snakes do, Mesmer? Like where are they going? I mean, he's done a couple of bad things, like a few war crimes, a little bit of genocide, which might make for a bit of an awkward conversation. But then again, on this list, who hasn't partook in a little genocide? Godfrey, 100%. Radagon, 100%. Malekith, probably. Gaius, genociding. That's just hobby in Lands Between, okay? God forbid Mesmer as hobby. Thing is, I feel like he wouldn't be interested though, because he has R'hllana. There's like that cheeky bit of lore where R'hllana is once Mesmer's abyssal serpent, but he's not interested. He's focused. Mesmer's doing like nofap. he's on his winter arc. Okay, he is sat in his dingy man cave and he's focused. Yeah, he's depressed. He's like because Marika's left him. But he's kind of a chill dude. He's got the redhead thing going on. I think I could do it in 1 pint, bro. 1 pint. Just to nullify my conscience a little bit. Okay, Meter Mother Fingers. Hoo, I like a finger. Chocolate finger. Okay. Oh yeah, absolutely not. It's the massive flesh at the front, which is kind of. I mean. Her hand game, though. Behave yourself. Behave yourself, alright? The cosmic horrors beyond my comprehension. I could do it. I could do it for 5 pints. I could do it after 5 pints, even. Not 4 or 5 pints. I'll do it after 5 pints and for another 5 pints. Then I might be brave enough to take on Midra. I feel like Midra is kind of in the Diddy tier, I'm not gonna lie. Ignoring the fact that he is a old man, his shriveled old man body, yeah, which I feel like I'd rather take my chances with the freaking cosmic horror before an old man. Oh god. Yeah, Midra is kind of in the Diddy tier. I feel like maybe between maybe he's the diddler, I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't think he's even packing anything, is he? Did it get shaved off by the freaking tree thing that's stuck in his head? I will say, Midra though, serious talk, pretty good boss fight, one of my favourites. Yeah, he ain't got no tackle going on there, is he? But I'm going to stop inspecting Midra's tackle and leave him in the Diddy tier. Is that so? Then we've got Mimic tier. Mimic tier sober, right? Is that vain? Okay. Is there too much ego going on with that? It's just straight up gooning, basically, isn't it? With the mimic tier, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Or you could get it to turn into anything as well. Just saying. It's Sober Boys. I think it's at the top. I can get him to turn into like Melania pre-Scarlet Rot, yeah, or Rani pre-Doll, yeah. Rykard, yeah, Rykard pre-Serpent. I feel like he had some game going on, didn't he? Mimic tier OP even in Smashability. Okay, the possibilities are endless. All right, controversial up next. We've got the former Moglester, who now escapes being in the Diddy tier because he beat the allegations. He's still kind of freaky though, because like I know everyone's like, oh yeah, he's actually kind of a nice guy now, but it's like he still has a blood cult. Like I feel like that was a thing before he got charmed. Like he's still kind of a freak, you know. He's just not a special kind of freak anymore. You know, the very bad kind of freak. I feel like who do we think's less hideous out of Moog and Morgott? Because I kind of want to say Moog. I feel like he looks less gross. Or am I just insane? Like Morgott has that weird ass nose, you know. Like I'm just picking on his features. It doesn't matter. Like, it's not like he's freaking real. He's got that like Squidward nose with boils on. That would put me off. But as for Moog, I feel like Moog is kind of chill. Like you wouldn't quite get red flags off of him. He'd be like orange. Like he'd maybe say some sketchy shit. Like you wouldn't want to hang. You wouldn't want to like. You'd want to do the deed, and then you're calling up. You're getting on torrent. You're calling an Uber up, and you're getting out of there. Like you're not hanging around for him to make you breakfast. I feel like 3 pints. The bottom of 3 pints. Then there's the blood factor, though, isn't there? He starts screaming Neil in the bedroom, like we're not going to be having a good time. Is he going to do a countdown? A countdown in Latin to finish in, and then he starts screaming Neil. I feel like Morgott's kind of chill dude. Apart from like, he's kind of convinced the government is like the best thing ever, though, right? That's like his vibe. Like he's all about the Golden Order, even though he's like heavily discriminated against under the Golden Order. Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't want to talk politics. You wouldn't talk politics with Morgott. Apart from that, I feel like he's kind of chill. He's pretty athletic, you know, when he's like just does not stop hitting me. Yeah, so I feel like it could be another 3-pinter, you know. The mutton chops kind of put me off though. The old man mutton chops. I feel like back in his heyday, like he'd have been a bit of a looker. Like I have seen like fan art of him. Like, oh, is that? Yeah, like that's not like you know, he could add a bit of a shave, you know. Maybe top of 3 pints. He's at the top of 3. It'd be like 2 and a bit. Commander Nile is the one at Fort Sol, and he summons the 2 bloody ghost people. Not like that. Yeah, hang on. Okay, is he summoning backup in the bedroom? That is the question. Does he bring the boys in? That is almost Diddy-esque. That is. I feel like Nile, like, what is he doing with those summons? Are they completely beholden to his will? See, I'm asking the kind of lore questions that we need answers to, okay? I think Nile is a diddler, I'm not going to lie. He's the only one alive. He can't die, can he, or something weird like that. He's the only one alive at Fort Sol. He's got all these ghost men he can summon. What is he doing with them? That's freaky, man. That's fucking weird. He's up there. He's in the Diddy tier. Maybe top of Diddy tier, because he's not wearing human skin or anything. But that's kind of messed up. Placidusax. He's kind of like Bale if Bale didn't have any red flags. You know, like I feel like he's kind of chill. He's got 2 heads. The head game would be immense. Okay. He's got the freaking laser beams. I don't know what that's gonna do, but you get a bit zesty. I feel like he'd air you, wouldn't he? Like he'd just ghost your messages, he'd just be ignoring you, and he gets lost and goes beyond time and space to chill, waiting for his actual his actual girlfriend or boyfriend to turn up, yeah. You can't get a hold of him and he's gone. Dines dashes you, basically. I feel like it would have to be 5 pints. Because, again, by dragon standards, I feel like he's not gonna be that good looking. You see those ancient dragons, they got some freaking They got some. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Basically, he's a bit of a chongy. Okay, so I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him below Meter. Meter's just. Don't ever ask me about Meter Mother of Fingers again. Don't mention it. I don't want to hear it. So Radahn, I feel like Radahn, like Prime Radahn or whatever you want to call him, or whatever he is, like human, normal Radahn that's not insane with Scarlet Rot. He's a good-looking boy, you know. He's cool dude. He's captain of the football team. But I can't go put him. The child on his back is a problem. Okay, yeah. I can justify cosmic horrors. I can justify dragons. I can justify catmen and dogmen and men masquerading as giant cats. But I can't be having a child on the back. Yeah, even if he's an adult, technically, it's not. I can't be doing that. That's not happening. That's non-negotiable. Yeah, bottom of the Diddy tier. Yeah, Radahn on his own, absolutely no issue, not a problem. But then there's the further issue of him being Mikla's consort. I know there's a little bit of debate if the consort role is that kind of in that nature, if it's more of just he's like his knight or whatever, but I don't play around with that. I'm not playing around with that. He's going at the bottom. I won't be seen with him in public. And then we've got the OG Radahn. He's going to be bringing that scabby horse though, isn't he? Leonard, because they're inseparable. Which is admirable, but I don't need Leonard to be seeing me with my dingle out, do I? His mind is also gone. So he's like insane, isn't he? With sand in his crevices as well from being in the desert or wherever he is. The ashes of dead soldiers. No. Shots. It'd be shots. He'd be better, maybe better than Fire Giant. Maybe there. Let's go to an easy one. R'hllana. She don't need to say anything. All I need to know, I've seen her sister, who we'll get onto in a second, okay? But, like, what else do I need to know? She's loyal, you know, she's dedicated to Mesmer, that crusade. She's experimenting with those elements on the swords. She can fight, she's got the sorcery, she's got the faith, she's got the stamina, she ain't stopping attacking. Plus, most importantly, she has the twin moons, in more ways than one. I'm put her right at the top, because yes, Mimic tier can turn into R'hllana, but it ain't as good as the real deal, is it? I'm officially simping over R'hllana here. Then we've got her sister, Rennala. Great naming conventions, it's already been said, but... she's cool, she's sophisticated, you know, she's got good vibes, she's walking around with the freaking dogs out as well, isn't she? Some of you may be into that. I personally thank God every day that I was not made that way. Unsubscribed. I feel like, who are we going, R'hllana or Rennala at the top? I feel like I'd rather go for the sister, or maybe she's at the top. Problem is, I was going to say both of them already have their true loves with Mesmer and Radagon, don't they? They like the redheads as well. I don't care. I'm going in sober. Going for both the sisters. It's worth it. Okay, Ramina. Is that Ramina? Yeah, Ramina. I feel like the post-nut clarity on Ramina would be absolutely suicidal, boys. I'm not going to lie. But, and it is a big but, you tell him you got Quelaag in Dark Souls. It's literally the same thing, right? If anything, I feel like the millipede. I mean, the spider body for me. No thank you. I don't mess with that. Centipede, I feel like I could get round. She's got the stinger as well. What's she going to be doing with that stinger? Like, where's that going? Ramina as well, a complete sidetrack. I might make a video about this, but Ramina and R'hllana are two characters I really wish got fleshed out a little bit more in the DLC. Okay, now I'm looking at it in colour. It's doable. How many pints? 3 pints. 3 pints to dull my senses. The beer goggles. It's 3 pints. I feel like, yeah, for me, 3 pints would be enough to get the beer goggles on. I'm a lightweight. Maybe even between... No. Maybe at the bottom of 3 pints. Yeah. that was a weird year. Oh yeah. Right, Rykard is like no chance. No chance. He's got too many little hands and flesh, and he wants to eat me. I'm not into that vor stuff, bro. That's weird. That ain't for me. That's some degeneracy going on there. I don't think he's quite at the Diddy tier, though. Like, I don't think that would be a fair assumption to make about Rykard. He does some weird stuff, though, right? Is he not running around looking for dancers and things in the lore? Is that not where Tanith came from? Rykard, you are a dirty boy, and I think I would have to spike my own drink. I'd maybe put him at the top of spike your drink. Which is, it's not much of a compliment, is it? But hey. The sunflower. Sunflower. It's got barbs on it. There could be one redeemable factor in the weak spot during the phase transition, okay? The soft spot. Apart from that, though, it's just risque. He's got the stamina, though. You know, he's going to keep getting up for more, which I can appreciate. Yeah, he's going to be ready to go all night. Man, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe not so bad. Maybe he is 5 pints. Maybe between... Maybe at the top of 5 pints. Like, it's just a plan, you know? Is that weird? Am I weird? Lanasak's interesting, because she supposedly turned into a human, and her and Vike had a little bit of freaky going on, didn't they? She is like what you wish Fortisax was, you know? Like, she is, like, I don't see the negatives here. Like, if she turns into a human. But then is she going to be like the priestess? What's the name? Wow. Oh. I'd go in after 1 pint. Easy. Maybe at the bottom of 1 pint. If Fike did it, I can do it. I can follow in his footsteps and become friend. Maybe that's why he went frenzy, man. Maybe he just Dragonussi was too much for him, and that's why he went 3 fingers. Three fingers was easier than whatever Atlanta Sax did to him. Let me just review this quickly before I sign off. Yeah, we gotta make sure all the information is correct. I feel like I'm being biased here. I feel like I've layered sober with women. No dudes have made it into the sober tier. I feel like I'm being biased. I feel like I want to move Godfrey up. If Radagon was on his own, maybe, but I feel like Elden Beast does hold him back a little bit, even though Elden Beast just looks like a glorified fleshlight anyway, so... Bro, let's do it. I think Godfrey. Maybe like in between these two, between Melania and the Mimic tier. Actually, no, Godfrey would be better than the Mimic tier because it's the man himself. Ain't no one got the stones like Godfrey. I kind of want to put Radagon Elden Beast up. Maybe at the bottom. Okay, maybe at the bottom. I'm going on the freaking bottom, mate. Fucking. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, I was going to say I'm happy with this, but I don't think that would be an accurate phrase, but I would say this is acceptable. I think this is the list. If you guys got any suggestions, you want to challenge me, now is the time, okay? Now is the time. Yeah, okay, before I sign off, we have got new merch. We've got the Patches Grunge t-shirt. So we've gone for this like a bit of a classic design with the 4 panels, but obviously using Patches inspiration. So we've got his like traditional human form, obviously his Katarina disguise from DS3, and also Amnesiac Lap, and then Patches the Spider from Bloodborne. I think this is probably my favourite one. I'm not just saying that, but this is the first sort of like Elden Ring or From Software inspired one that we've done. So yeah, if you're interested in that, check it out. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice weekend, and take it easy.